Alright, today's for the 14th of December. I don't know the day. It is approximately 22:50 at night or 10:50 at night. I am documenting the goings on of the day. So I woke up to this morning, or this afternoon, I'm not sure. I woke up to Abraham, who's an employee here, doing a wellness check, which basically means they just bang on your door and see if you respond. It was at this time that I noticed I didn't have pants on, which is strange because I went to bed last night, or went to sleep last night with pants on. I'm sure of it because I hide things like my wallet and a memory out of my computer, such as this, in my pants. So, because of break-ins, and they happen at night when I'm sleeping, they happen when I'm not here, and nobody does anything about it. And that's the big issue. That is the big issue. I feel like Salvation Army is criminalizable. But back to today. I wake up, and so I go get breakfast at the pantry. And we have to walk across the pantry. I go get the breakfast to come back. I make a cursory, look for my wallet, gone. My phone, gone, amongst other things. And this was right around, I'm guessing because I didn't look at a phone, I didn't have one to look at, but right around, let's say 1200, for lack of better time. It was at this time I went back across and asked the guard, I was upset, and asked the guard to look to see who came into my unit, as I knowingly, my wallet, my phone's gone. I know my wallet's still gone. So I asked the guard, he's new. Okay, it's not the same normal guard that will work during the day, the lady. He's a new guy, and he doesn't know what I'm talking about. So he doesn't know if he can. So I'm short with him and ask him to look. He gets no response all day. I've been waiting for him all day. There's been a change of guards, nothing. At this time around 1200, I also described to Miss KD, which is the person I'm absolutely sure, is letting people in my unit. What she thinks she's doing, she's going to get around the law, because I signed something saying that there can be inspections in my unit, or they can come into my unit. She's thinking that if she unlocks it, it's not going to be breaking and entering, thereby not being a felon, having these people come in. What she does not realize is that she's absolutely wrong. If she comes in my unit, that's fine, I signed that, but she has to let me know. I have to know. I mean, it's not all right, because as I'm thinking about it, this falls under a renter's agreement, if I'm correct. So she's got to give me notice. There's been no notice of her coming in, or any other employee coming in. Second of all, things are missing from my room. If it were in fact the Salvation Army staff, there should be some kind of receipt, because these are my personal properties. Okay, we took this because it's contraband, as per the agreement you signed. We took this because of this reason, and we took that because I've got zero receipts. When I asked, well, we don't know. Salvation Army has no idea of who's coming in my unit, according to them. But I have a feeling that if this goes to court, or they're having to defend themselves, they're going to say I can sign a contract, which I did, which I did. But for things to be done the correct way, I don't mind people coming in, and I don't mind things being confiscated if it's confiscated from everybody else in the compound, as contraband. But I'm not going to be singled out, which is the case. So back to Katie. I tell Katie, could you please call the police? I don't have a phone. Oh yeah, I'll call right now. It is probably going on 11 o'clock. No police. None. Zero police. And in fact, I got into it with Miss Vanessa, and she's like, well, you can call, you can do this and that. She came at me foul. But we'll get into that according to the chronological timeline. Okay, so I come back in. I do a more in-depth search for my items. I start throwing trash out into the walkway. Okay, everything that didn't have my wallet in it, that I considered trash because they're on me about cleaning my personal space, I threw it out. Once again, I was upset, and so then I asked somebody else to clean it, but that's later. But it sat out there most of the day. I'll give you that. So not being able to call the police, not wanting to leave my wallet here, if it was in fact in here, which it's not, and waiting for police. I went back to sleep around this time. About 1500, 1530, I'm not sure. Oh, by the way, every word I say should be bounced off surveillance cameras here at the Salvation Army. Every word, everything will back up my time, events, everything that I'm saying is absolutely 100% true and is provable by the cameras outside in surveillance. So it was about 1500, 1530 when George came and got on me about the mess outside, to which I told him I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do it. I didn't feel like I needed to. I'm tired of people breaking in, and I had an attitude about it, bad attitude. And I told him, I forgot why he talked to Katie. I'm lying if I say anything. But he went back to go talk to Katie. Shortly after this, if it was 1500, it was probably about 1510. If it was 1530, about 1540, I'm not sure. But shortly afterwards, I went over to the pantry to go get something to eat. Saw them, Miss Katie and Miss George conversing. Don't know what they were talking about, but both asked me about the mess. They were only concerned about the mess. Not about the break-in, not about anything else, but about the mess. I assured them that I was going to have another resident help me out because I already talked to him about it, and because I had to go file the police report, and nothing after that. All right, so whatever. I left around 1600. I came back 1730, 1740, and maybe earlier than that. And the last thing was the GPS. So around 2130, 2145 or so, $100. I downloaded GPS. I can double check it by my phone, but I downloaded an improved GPS location app because the one on Google showed me a couple units down a couple days ago. And it shows me like random places. Right now, it's showing me across the street at Harbor College. So I don't know. I know I'm at Harbor College. I'm actually about a minute or two by foot from where it shows me at the GPS. At any rate, I download the GPS, and this one's supposed to be more accurate. I get my latitude, longitude. I type it into Google Maps, and it takes me right to the pantry. Right to the pantry. It says right now you are at. And I have the numbers, and I took a picture of it, screenshot. 33 point blah 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 blah, latitude -118, but whatever it was. I typed it in, took a screenshot of that. On Google Maps, went over it right to the pantry, right inside the pantry is where it said I was. Lo and behold, who's in there? George. One of the two people that I suspect. That's neither here nor there. The one that was on the recording, the Katie recording that I posted, yeah, supporting her. Oh, she can't do this because of this. She can't do this because of that. Which you should all take a look at. The Katie recording is just, you're going to change your mind about who's doing what. All right, so after that, I said, I just addressed him by saying, may I please have my phone back? And he tried to play stupid coy with me. I don't know, doing the whole Columbo. Oh, geez, I don't know what. So I just disregard because I'm tired of being lied to. I know, and I know. We're reasonable people based in reality. These people think that I don't know what the fuck they think, but they want me to believe that I'm crazy, and so they act like, oh, your fault, dude. What's wrong with you? And that's the attitude they have. It's an old sheriff trick, but I'm hip to it because my father worked with me. At any rate, I got back here, and then it was right about. Between 22 to 15 and 22 45, let's say. I'm in here pissed off, still yelling. Yes, I do a lot of yelling. And old fucktard across the way in 16 wants to yell back and get confrontational. Well, son, this is the break I'm looking for because I know 60's breaking in this motherfucker. I caught him, like I said, in this so I go out and ask him. My hands are behind my back. I'm in a very defensive posture. He takes an offensive posture. I'm hoping he cracks me because I really want to put this guy away. I have him for assault, but it involves another person. I'm just going to let that one go because I have to live with these people. But I'm hoping he cracks me so I can get him. But as far as that individual across the way there, fuck him. As soon as I can get him, I'm going to get him. I think he's a CI, and that's why he's protected. Neither here nor there. That's all speculation. The fact is, I went out there. My hands posture was behind my back. I asked him. I was very, so you're gonna hit me, this and that, and he's getting more aggressive. Although he's backing up, but he's in an offensive posture. Cameras will cameras will show. Then the administrator comes over, that's Vanessa, and jumps on me. First thing she wants to do is look in my room. She's not concerned about my wallet being gone, the reports I made today. She's not concerned about any of that. She's concerned about the status of my room, which is fucked. I'll admit, but it's not against the law. And so I'm trying to convey my point not well, because when I get upset, I don't articulate well. That's why I take these logs, so I can remember. And that's the facts and the speculation of the day. I'm going to put these into words. I'm going to post this up on YouTube, and we'll do this every time something happens.